So I picked up this 99996 and it's got a few problems. Some problems I've already resolved. For example, needed a new rear tire, so I went ahead and put the new rear tires. Needed a complete brake job, so I went ahead and changed the rotors, the pads, and the sensors, as well as the axles. Needed all 4 boots redone, and I went ahead and took care of that as well. Still has some minor issues, like the interior needs to be re-dyed and some other little items that need to be fixed. One of the items that we're going to fix today is the glove compartment. It's got the little hinge that's very common for them to break, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that little hinge problem. All right, so one of the items that breaks the most on these cars is the glove box, or the hinge to the glove box. See how it detaches here. The little hinge that goes here breaks off, the spring comes loose, and then you got this thing, it's all over the place. So there are 8 screws to get to these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna have to undo those bolts, and then we have a little repair kit here. This is the repair kit for it. You can get it anywhere from $25 to $40 depending on who's selling it on the internet, but it brings, let's see here, brings a new hinge, so it brings the hinge, the rivets, and 2 of these, which I imagine I'm probably gonna have to drill a small hole to get the rivets on through here. So we're gonna go ahead and tackle this, and what we're gonna need is one of these. Let me see what size this is. I don't know if you can see the size on this. All right, so we have this and this, these 2 taken apart. So now we have to take this and these off to release this spring. And we can remove this if you like. You can remove this to get to the spring. Now this spring here should go on this little hole, just like that, and then it holds on here. In the meantime, I'm going to put this aside and see where these 2 things are. Inside here, I don't know if you can get it from this side. So in here and here is where we're going to stick the little metal pieces. So basically how this is going to go is this bracket will be put here, and it's going to be riveted on there, or you can use a screw. What you're going to do is put these aluminum pieces will go underneath here, placed right there like that. This other one is going to go right in here. If I can ever get it in. It's amazing, I got 3 kids, can't get this thing in. Then this will go here. Has little stops that hug here. So we're gonna make with a punch. This is where it's gonna go. So we have our 2 marks right there. And what we're going to do is we can drill, or one of the easier way of doing this is you get self-tapping screws. So self-tapping screws can just do all the work for you. So now we're going to take this spring off. We're going to turn this over, and with a punch you can just squeeze it out, take it off. Take the spring and these will come right off the broken pieces. So let's put that in there. Grab this. As it opens, this goes here, so it can close right in there. Alright. It's all well and snug. Then we're going to put this piece back on. The spring goes there, but you need to put this back in.
This goes here. This piece right back here. Now,
I want to put this spring in here. Actually, you should have done that. Probably easier the other way around. Putting the spring, then, but either way, it can be done. So with a rivet gun, let's stick it in here.
And this one.
Now, the next step is you got to stick this through here. Bring it out here. This spring has to go like this, so gonna stick this back the little sleeve area and make sure to cinch this down properly. So we have this working now. All we got to do is put this piece back, which just lifts off easily, and finally we put on the cover, and that's basically how it looks like. So let's go ahead and do that now. Pause. Make sure you do not over tighten the screws, but there we go, and it's fixed. Easy as that. There you go. Alright, so that took me all of half an hour, and that is filming. So if you were just following the directions and doing it yourself, tops 15 minutes, 20 if you don't have all the tools. So I'm hoping to bring you a little bit more do-it-yourself kind of stuff and things to do on the Porsche. Now, this is not my first Porsche. I used to have one back in the late 80s, early 90s, and I worked on that myself as well. So hopefully we can get some more content for you. If you found this instructional video good to go, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope to bring you more content in the future. Yeah.